Jack. He couldn't eat no fare. His kid was scrawny boy, nothing but born. His wife grew up to 600 pounds. Now they're living at the nursing home. Could it happen? Could it happen today? I don't see it turning out that way. Leave it lying by the side of the road, let it go. 'Cause life ain't a fairy tale. Pretend it's heaven when the sign says hell. You say you're winning, but you know damn well that life ain't no fairy tale. Lady Muffet, eating curds and whey in the shadow of a willow tree, till the spider went today. Doc named the allergies. Could it happen? Could it happen today? I don't see it turning out that way. Leave it lying by the side of the road, let it go. Whoa, whoa. Let it go. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Let it go. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Yeah, yeah. This life ain't no fairy tale. Pretend it's heaven when the sign says hell. You say you're winning, but you know damn well that life ain't no fairy tale. Mr. Miller lied about the gold. He said his daughter shook his tooth on straw. But the Stiltskin wanna take her child. She turned the tables and they said, huzzah! 'Cause life ain't no fairy tale. Pretend it's heaven when the sign says hell. You say you're winning, but you know damn well that life ain't no fairy tale. That's right, life ain't no nursery rhyme. Work and drive and take up all your time. We do it all for a roll of dimes. 'Cause life ain't no nursery rhyme. That's right, life ain't no fairy tale. Pretend it's heaven when the sign says hell. You say you're winning, but you know damn well that life ain't no fairy tale.
That is awesome. Wait, I can't see. I'm sorry. I'm blind as a bat. There we go. Got all these little buttons over here. Looks like we got some new ones. Episode 152, STO Roar. God, it's been so long since I've been here, I swear. Louis Wood Love Studios. We've got Aaron Meyer in the house. That was his song, Fairy Tale. You said it was messed up. Why was it messed up? It wasn't the version you wanted.
Missing the bass and the lead guitar, but
Well, maybe it's in another one.
it's in another one. We just picked
The one
wrong
next to it. I
one.
picked the wrong. Sorry about
Okay.
that.
That's
okay.
all right. It sounded pretty
We make
cool the way it
mistakes.
was.
You just have to play it live, see?
All right.
Yeah, I'm sure you can do that. So, would you like to start playing some songs, or do you want to talk about this story behind this song?
Okay, I'll go ahead and play a song here.
Okay. Cool.
This song is about strong women, because that's what I like.
Awesome.
It's called She Decided to Leave.
Really?
Faded.
decided to leave. She decided to go. She decided to back up her sister's truck and she hit the road. She's made up her mind. Now she's turning the key. She really doesn't know how far she'll get, but she needs to be free. She needs to be free. So she decided to leave. She decided to leave. She decided to go. She decided to leave.
Awesome. Awesome. Very good. I like it. Well said. It leaves room to a lot of interpretation. How many of us been there? Ta-da! I mean, you know, it doesn't always have to be about beatings and all the horrible stuff. Sometimes you just gotta go.
Yeah.
You know.
And that's the beauty of rock lyrics. It is whatever the listener decides it is, that's what it is.
Right. What's your inspiration? Do we need to know who this is?
Well, I got tough people. That's what I got. Yeah, this is my tough
That's
wife,
awesome.
Chris.
Hi.
She's a
Hi,
strong
hi, hi.
woman. That's what I like.
You got her behind bars there with that chair.
I know, I kind of want to.
You guys want to sit at the table? You guys get more than welcome to come up to the table and sit and talk if you want. Come on up.
I felt like second row citizens back there.
That's okay. It's all right. Well, I'm glad you
This
whipped
is
him into
my
shape.
strong daughter, Lindsay, with me, too.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome, awesome.
I'm just here for the beer.
That's okay. Well, there's plenty of
And
it.
the music.
And the music. That's right. So, how long have you been writing music?
I haven't been writing all that long. Like, I wrote a few songs over the years and years ago, but didn't do much with them. And then a couple of years ago, I just got tired of doing cover tunes all the time, and I had the creative edge. It was really starting to burn.
Right.
So I decided to get serious a couple of years ago, and I've written about 18 songs or so since then. And some of them, I play the live shows by myself, and some of them don't turn out that good with one person and one guitar. So, they're back there. And then the ones that still sound good with just solo, then I play those at the wineries and the bars. I still play those whenever I can.
So, do you have you laid down all these tracks? Do you have like CDs or is it just online?
I just did the
or?
one EP is what I did. It's called To Be Continued, and it's got 4 songs on it. And that was basically the first 4 that I had all the way finished.
Right.
And so I took a couple of partners of mine and begged them to work for free and go to somebody's basement and redo this recording.
Gee.
And they worked hard on it. And, yeah, it turned out good. And
Yeah, Rick's
so,
done that.
Yeah,
Rick's
we're
done
proud
that.
of that.
So, did you have one producer, or did you all just collaborate on it?
It's
and,
mostly me, but the mixing guy, Brian, also helped me with that. Bradley Arl, so yeah, thanks to him. But yeah, Paul Fryer did the guitar work over the top of what I did, and
very
he
cool.
also was able to cover all the bass stuff because he's multi-talented. So
You've
thanks
got
to
to have
Paul
those
Fryer
friends, yes,
for
definitely,
that.
sure.
And I had my friend Rich Wisniewski playing the drums on it. He was my drummer in the band I used to play in
Right.
called Staggered Cat.
Right.
I used to know him in a band. We called him Rich Kid.
Rich
Because
Kid.
we couldn't pronounce his last name.
Yeah, I know.
They called it. The singer says, "Oh, that's Rich Kid." So that's what I knew him as.
So
He's
how's-
got a baby face too.
He does. He's like, "Are you old enough to be in the bar?" Wait, let me show you. Yeah, he's super cool.
Great drummer too.
Oh, he is, and he's just cool. I mean,
Oh,
has there
yeah.
been an ego? Does he even have an ego? I don't think so.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, he's always been super nice. And how long were you in Stagger Cat? Were you one of the originals, or
Yeah,
how long has that band been around?
Forever.
Forever.
I was with them 13 years, and I quit back in like 16
Right.
or so. And they're still going, still
Yeah.
playing out, having fun at the bars like they always have been.
Yeah.
But it was hard to get my original music going with them, doing the bar scene like that. So
Well, I've said it a million times. You gotta have originals to make more covers.
Right.
So come on.
One's
how
supposed to
many
be a tool
times?
for the other.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, but like the original artist in this town, like one of my good friends, Jeremiah Johnson. I just love his music. He's amazing. And when you get out there and start playing more, I mean, do your fans like when they start singing your songs back to you?
Oh, I just love that.
Isn't that like, it takes me chills. It's like, it's just got to be the best,
It's funny you bring up Jeremiah because I knew him when we were all playing Dumpy Little Taverns together.
Was that when he was in Next Red? Or was he doing
remember
a solo
that
thing?
band, but he was doing a 3-piece and he was calling it Jeremiah Johnson.
Oh yeah. So
Yeah.
when I ran into him, I thought, oh good lord, that's when the Shanty was still around. So I want to say 2011 or 12. Devin was hanging out there, and I ran into Jeremiah. He said, "I'm done with the stupid rock and roll." He says, "I'm getting down to my roots. Blues is what I want to do." And he was in a band called Nexrad, which is X-Rayed spelled backwards. And they opened for Blind Melon. They opened for a whole bunch of bands, but it was all cover stuff. And then he started. I said, "Well, let's do it." And when he started, it was 3-piece. It was him and Jeff, and I don't remember the drummer's name. He's been through a couple since then.
Was
but-
it Clay Vaninga? That's the guy that I knew, and I think it's way farther back than what you're talking about.
Yeah, and he played Hammerstones every week. He played 1860s. Every gig he get his hands on, he played it, and he still will. I mean, he's a hardworking guy, and now he's on billboards. He's also on iTunes. He's on Sirius Radio. I mean, he's getting it out there. I mean, he's not the superstar stardom. I don't think where he wants to be, but once he had a child, it completely humbled him, and he took a whole bunch of steps back, and so which is really cool. He's just, but yeah, he's a really good artist, and he's passionate about his work. So, but yeah, I know a lot of his songs, and he's just everyone's different. Everyone has a story, and now he's writing with including his son, because his son has a lot of influence over him.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Well, you got to keep the family up front.
Oh yeah, definitely. But yeah, yeah, it's super cool. But there's quite a few artists in this town that are still pumping out the music, So I just hope they still keep doing it, because somebody's got to get tired of some of these songs that they hear over and over.
Oh yes.
Like when I was booking bands, if you have a Brown Eyed Girl or Mustang Sally on your roster, you're out. I'm not going to. Forget it. Yeah. What was the song that you couldn't stand playing all the time? That everybody wanted to hear?
The one that makes me hurl is "Pour Some Sugar on Me." That's the one I can't. Tom's saying, yeah, me too. Yep.
What was yours, Rick? Rick, what was your song? Mustang Sally. Yeah. I know.
It's very repetitive too. That doesn't help.
Good Lord.
Mine was Play That Funky Music.
Play that
Yeah,
fun.
I'm
Oh,
tired
yeah.
of that one.
But I mean, I understand it, because everybody wants to hear what they're familiar or what they like, and there's a few songs that I love. I'll never get sick of hearing, over and over again. But it's just, but you got to play to the crowds. And
Yeah.
But
Well, I'm doing
there were also 3-note songs that I never got sick of playing. They were just fun to play.
Yeah, it's fun to play.
But there were also the ones that found it. If I never had to play Billy Squire ever again.
More BS, huh?
But all those songs you mentioned always seem full of it.
Yes.
Well,
You
isn't
have to
that
play 'em.
crazy? But what's so wild is that it's not just the people our age; it's their kids and the upcoming generations. What about you? What is your taste in music? I mean, you grew up with a musician, and it's like, I'm sure music is in your house 24/7. So.
All the time. I don't think I listened to music for kids my age until I was in 7th grade. It was always just whatever he wanted to play when we were in the car and stuff.
Right.
So pop music wasn't really or country. This was all rock and roll.
Right.
Punk. So.
Yeah,
very different. I'm all over the place. I like them all still.
my oldest son, he when he was 12, I remember him. I got a buzz, Tweezy. What is that? When he was 12, I remember him coming over to school. Mama, I'm the only one who knows who Ted Nugent is. Would you please stop? My friends at school have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm going, well, I don't know what to tell you.
Stand proud.
And now he's like a music. But he's one of those gifted musicians. He can play anything by ear. I mean, he's got 2 drum sets. He's got guitars all over the place, and he makes it look effortless. He's just
Those people are annoying.
I know. I'm like, you complained about this, and now the last time we hung out, he lives in Memphis. I mean, he's got this album collection that totally blows mine out of the water. Mom, remember this one? Oh, and look what I found. Look what I found. He listens to all genres of music. I'm like, yes, I did one right. But yeah, it's like, so do you have a favorite influence of music, or is there one band or one?
I like punk most of all, I'd say.
Really? Who do you like? You like the old stuff, like the Sex
Green
Pistols?
Days, yeah.
Green Day's not. You consider Green Day punk?
Pop punk.
Pop punk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. And where do they come up with all these extra titles?
There's so many categories.
Really?
Do we need those?
It's like they're just making up names as they go along,
When I downloaded To Be Continued on Spotify and some of the other platforms, they insisted that I label it.
Right.
I'm like, can I put 7 labels on this? Because that's what I need. There's so many different types of music
I
on
know
there.
they do. They want you to classify it. Sometimes it's hard to do that when you're, especially when you're doing crossover music, or something's got a little this, a little that, a little that. Like some of the there's a friend ska bands.
Yeah.
They do a little bit of their music's of course on their own platform, but they still do a little punk, a little pop, a little classical. I think it's just whatever they feel like throwing out there, but still, they call it ska.
You
But-
can call that fusion because
Yeah,
it's just a
right.
fusion of all different genres.
Yeah.
Right.
That makes the most sense too.
But I mean, when I think fusion, I think more of
Jazz.
jazz music.
Jazz, yeah, they make jazz fusion. I'm like, what is
See,
this?
that's another label. It just got stuck
It's
on
whatever
jazz.
the record producers can throw out there at the time and
Yeah.
get their boss to agree with.
Maybe make more money. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, but
It's like the marketing people. They just make up words to make their
Exactly.
stuff sound more interesting.
I know. We'll just throw a word out there and make it like what was that silly one of those movies? What was it? Mean Girls or something? Is it fetch? We're gonna make that a new word. And I'm like, what? It was just dumb, But because somebody made it a word, it's just like people who are leading people in fashion or whatever.
Yeah.
So, but
So the algorithms pick
Mhm.
based on those little check boxes too.
right.
So I have one silly country song on the EP,
Mhm.
and my friend played it, and he texted me and said the song that played after it was Weird Al Yankovic. I'm like, what? This is ridiculous.
Right. And
I have no
that
idea
guy-
why that was chosen.
I
Because
know.
they checked the boxes and comedy on there, I guess.
I don't know. Maybe your phone heard you. Your phones do listen
It's
to you.
listening right now. Yes.
It is. It's like, the bird is in the nest. What the hell does that mean? Yeah, we were talking about it. It's like, we'll say something. We'll have a conversation a couple days later. Everything's thrown up on there. It's what you're getting in your feed now. Something we talked about, whatever it is.
Oh, you get ads for it all over the place too.
I mean,
whatever it might be.
completely
Yeah.
irrelevant,
Yeah, be careful.
I'm going to say ostrich, and guess what's going to happen tomorrow? I'm going to get all kinds of crazy stuff out there, about ostriches. It's just nuts. I don't know why we would do that. So, you want to play another one for us?
Okay, I'll play another one. Yup.
Are you a legacy little girl? Do you play?
I sing.
You
play
sing.
piano.
Oh, very good. Very good. Awesome.
All right. I think I'll play Weight of the World right now.
What's the story? Is there a story behind it?
Well,
What was your
it's kind of heavy. It's a heavy song. I don't do that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I keep it light most of the time, but this was a little heavier. And it's about all the things that can drag you down. Don't let them.
Right.
Okay?
Okay.
We're
Awesome. So, how long have you been writing?
Oh, I guess COVID is when I started getting serious about it. Was at home more often and
Right.
had the time to put in. I mean, I was always the front man of the band, and I played guitars and stuff, but
Right.
not like a real guitar player. So then I did a acoustic duo for a while, and that was fun. And then when I went on my own and did the acoustic solo, that's when I learned you cannot make any mistakes on the guitar anymore because everything you do is like, can't blame it on that guy. So it opened up a whole new world for me,
Right.
really, and that's when I got better on guitar and learned how to do different types of chords and lots of combinations of them. I mean, to write songs, you can't, it's not going to come out the way you think it is in your head, you know, so you have to adapt and change it,
Right.
make it work.
And you can play the same song over and over and over and over and over. It's going to be different every single time.
Yeah.
And you go, oh, that was better. Oh, that was worse. Oh, no, I'm going to do this way. I'm going to do that
Over and
way.
over, that's how it's
Oh,
done.
my
Yeah.
goodness. So, are you playing this weekend? Are
I
you-
am. I
Where you
oddly
at?
have a bunch of gigs coming up. I usually don't do that many, but I'm playing the next 4 Friday nights in a row.
Oh, really? Where
Yep.
are you at Friday?
Yep.
This Friday.
Wineries and bars. I'm playing Grand Slam in Fenton
Mm-hmm.
this coming Friday night from 7 to 10.
Is that a bar or is that?
It's a bar restaurant, yes.
Where's it at? Is it new?
Not so new. If you're going west on Highway 30, and you know where there's a firehouse on your left and
Yeah.
there's a dirt cheap
Yeah.
on the right,
Oh, okay.
it's back behind the firehouse over there
Oh,
on
okay.
that side.
Cool.
And that's a nice restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
It was full of people last time I played there. We had a lot of fun.
Oh, that's
Mhm.
good. That's awesome.
Yep. And then the week after that, I'm playing at Wild Sun.
Mm-hmm.
Musicians probably know where that is. There's a lot of us playing at Wild Sun Winery, and that's on Pioneer Road in Hillsboro.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the circle plays there.
Right.
And then I'll be at La Chance Winery in Kimswick. I play the one in DeSoto occasionally,
Mm-hmm.
and the one in Kimswick occasionally, and that's one of my favorite places. They don't have any rules for me, so I like
right.
that.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool
I
venue.
can play my original music and mix it in with all the other stuff. So I mix in the cover songs too. I've covered Rod Stewart and John Mellencamp and Queen and U2 and all kinds of stuff.
Who was your influence when you were playing, and when did you start? Was it in school with like? We were kids. We had to go to school. If you're in band, 6th grade, they gave you this recorder and this book and said you're going to play all these silly songs, and then you decide what instrument you want to play in band. Did you have to go that
I did
route?
a little bit
or
of that.
Was it self-taught?
Mostly as I had older brothers and sisters.
Oh, okay.
They were 10, 11 years older than me, so when I was a kid, I was into older music like, you know, the original Deep Purple and
all the good stuff.
Steppenwolf and
Oh,
stuff
good
way back.
stuff.
So I
Yeah,
know
yeah, yeah.
all that stuff really
Right.
well.
Mhm.
And, you know, and then I started branching out on my own. But I got a guitar when I was like 13 years old and was playing then. And so, yeah, I started early. And then, you know, life got in the way for a while, and I got back into it when I was in my late 20s and started playing out at the bars. And that's when me and Tom and a couple other guys, we had a lot of gigs around here. Some of them right around this building, too.
Oh yeah. Isn't that wild?
Sure.
Right up and down the street.
That was a band called Realm, and that was back in the late 80s.
Mm-hmm.
And that was lots of fun, too.
Definitely.
I
So.
feel like there's a lot more places to play in the late 80s.
Oh, boy, was
Oh,
there
there
ever?
was every venue
Oh,
was
yeah.
full
We were
every
out
night. The
dancing
landing
every
was
night.
insane, and it was like, and you could hear original music all over the place. You know, especially
Yes.
on the landing. You know,
Oh my gosh, yes.
Porcelain Blind Mice and the Urge, and you know, and then there's these little musicians who were just traveling through. Like Sting was here before he was Sting. You know.
Yeah.
And just all these great musicians playing on the landing, but there was always something to do every single night.
With live music.
With live music.
Absolutely,
It was
yeah.
insane.
Way
Cicero's
more
was a hot spot, especially with original music.
Yep.
And then, I mean, there was quite a few original venues. And if it was an original venue, it became one. Or you could play your music and it wasn't, you know, we just eat it up. I mean, St. Louis music community was just insane when it came to that. It was
Yeah.
awesome.
Yep.
I used to go to a place called 20 North, and Jake's Leg was playing there, like every Thursday, Friday, Saturday
Right.
night. And it was so packed, you were elbow to elbow every
Right,
night.
right.
I was like, this must be a gold mine for those
It was
guys.
very
right?
chronic in there,
Oh,
too.
yeah, I know. And I'd still go there.
Hell yeah.
Friday, Saturday night.
Now it's legal. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the first time I ever sang a song was at Stages. I was 19.
All right.
And Bobby Flynn, the band was called the Jets at the time, and then they changed it to Boyfriend. Because Bobby Flynn and I went to high school together, and me and my girlfriends would go out to stages, and he's like, "It's your birthday, you're going to sing this song, Joan Jett, I Love Rock and Roll," and he shoved me out on the stage, and I was like, I was in love. I was like, oh my God, it was like a zillion people, you know, but it was a blast. I mean,
Yeah.
the whole place was on fire.
And that was a tall stage with
Yes.
killer lights.
Killer lights,
Everybody
and it was like a
below
zillion
you.
people down there, you know, and I was like, oh wow, I got bit bad by the bug, and I was
Yeah.
going, oh man, I could live out here.
I
But
like
yeah, it
playing
was
at the
fun.
old Pops.
Yes, I like the old pops, and I'm glad there were no cameras or videos or Facebook at the
Right.
time.
Right,
It
Camera
wasn't
in your
me.
face all the time.
I wasn't there. I didn't
Never
know.
happened.
Saturday night, 3 in the morning.
Yeah, Oz and Pops and all those great places. But yeah, it was just so many. Illinois had a shit ton of venues. You know, Granny's Rockers and
It did.
Wood River Music Room and
Stonehenge.
Stonehenge, killer venue. But yeah,
Granny's Rocker. I played that place. I don't know how many times. And I remember asking the bartender, I'm like, these people don't really seem to like us that much. He goes, no, they like you. They just don't clap. I'm like, what do you mean by that?
Well,
He said,
that's-
this is the no clap bar. Did you not know that, Aaron? It's this. They
That's-
just don't get wild over it. They like you. Be yourself. We're good. The no clap bar.
Never heard of that.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like a whole lot of fun.
No,
It was weird.
no.
It's depressing.
The other long-haired musicians told me the
Hey.
same thing. They don't clap for us either. I don't know what's up with that.
Well, at least they're not throwing shit at you. I mean, you know,
No,
so
they were nice
that's
enough.
kind of a good thing.
Yeah.
And you're not behind chicken wire, so you know.
Could have been worse.
I remember we played Granny's Rocker one time with Tricky Dick, and we had these T-shirts on the back said "See Dick Rock Hard." And we had a box of them, and we must have sold 50 shirts.
There's probably some knucklehead still wearing that out at the.
You know there is.
You're gonna see him at Walmart tomorrow.
He's the one that still has those $5 black concert T-shirts, you know, with the paint. You can still smell it on you.
It goes
you know,
all
it's like-
crooked on the
yeah,
shirt.
Oh yeah, it didn't
The
matter.
sleeve is-
You gotta wear that to school and show your ticket stuff.
I went to see Ted Nugent in Owensboro, Kentucky last year, and I got one of those Tad Nugent shirts from the '70s show, and I wore that.
Tad, huh?
And nobody got the joke except for one bartender. You know,
Right.
Wasted.
Yeah, I
Wasted
know.
joke.
Yeah, that's terrible. He's an idiot anyway, but that's.
That's another podcast.
Oh, that's a whole other story. Jeez, the stuff I just don't know. You know, some of the idols we had as kids, and it's just like, what happened to
Yeah,
you?
where'd they go? Well, they took a turn somewhere. We didn't follow.
Well, you only hear one side of them about it.
Yeah, but when you see him in public doing the stupid shit, it's like,
Right, yeah,
what
that's
the
when you
hell?
realize,
Really?
hey,
And you
that's
know,
what it is.
every time he gets in front of a camera, he opens his mouth. I'm like, don't say anything. Just don't say anything, because wow, you are burying yourself. You know, but it is what it is.
Play guitar and sing.
Can I go back to Granny's Rocker that you brought up? Because I
Yes.
remembered something
Yes,
this morning.
yes, of course.
Because I knew I was going to be on this podcast, so I tried to think of something from the old days, you
Yeah.
know. And I remember when we played Granny's Rocker, somebody had taken a Sharpie and left it on a string on the wall. There was 100 greatest lies of rock and roll on the wall. So every band that played there had to
Right.
come up with a new one. And
Right.
once you got past about 50, you know, it's hard to come up with new ones. So I got a list here.
Oh, that's great. That's great. That's
You wanna do it,
awesome.
it's fun.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Now, these aren't all for everybody. Some of these are for the musicians who, I hope some musicians are listening to this too, but this will suit them. But here's some of the 100 greatest lies of rock and roll from the wall of Granny's Rocker. I'm not usually much of a drinker.
Right. Right.
And here's from the sound man. It sounds way better out front than it does here on your monitor.
Oh my God. Right. I know.
All right.
Totally. That's still a famous lie.
Yeah, I was a front man in the band, so this one was pretty common for me. I'm pretty shy. The bass player is typically the one that gets the girls.
Greg, how many times you use that one? Huh?
He's over smirking in the background. Yeah.
He probably wrote half of those.
Here's another one. Don't worry, dude. I never turn up that loud.
Oh, gee. Right. You know these lies are still being used today. I think you should publish it on your page, right?
I know.
Which one is not being used?
Yeah.
They'll just add to it.
I've only got about like 10 here, though. So
That's
I think
okay.
we can burn through these. She acts like she knows me, but I've never seen her before.
Right. Uh-huh.
How about, we can put 80 people in this place, no problem. Yeah, you've had to get gigs
Yeah,
for the
I
band, haven't you?
Every show, man.
When I was booking, it was like, oh yeah, I got this. I got a built-in crowd in the truck. We got this. Oh, jeez. That's usually the bar manager who says, but how do they draw? You're not
Nah,
listening. I'm
they
not
draw.
bringing you a shit band. These are great guys.
Right.
Why do they draw? Oh, well, never mind.
It's funny though.
Don't
It could
give
be
a
you
shit.
too, but if nobody shows up,
They
does
don't
it
care.
matter?
Yeah, exactly. They don't care.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this is from your partner in the band. I don't have any for you. I finished it yesterday. Getting some knowing glances here.
Uh-huh.
The sound man will crank you up for your solo.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right.
Guitar player, right?
Yeah.
Right. If you here's from the bar owner. If you do this night for me cheap, I'll set you up with a ton of gigs.
That's
Patios
such
did that to us.
Right.
Yeah.
When does a bar owner ever set you up with other gigs?
Yeah.
You know, at a different place.
Yeah, so like he didn't give us any more gigs,
Anyway.
and then like 8 months later, he calls us up and gives us this exact same line that he forgot he told us last year. You know,
Right. Because somebody canceled and he needs somebody to
yeah,
play.
so he's like whips that lie out again.
Right. Uh-huh.
Here's one: the band drinks for free.
Sure.
Sure they do.
Right.
Yeah. And this is from your friends who always promise to see you. Whenever you see them at a barbecue or somewhere, and they're always like, "Oh, I was so busy last time. I couldn't make it to your last gig, but I'm deaf coming next month."
Right.
Don't you hear that all the time? I got so many
All
friends,
the
they want to
time.
talk about
Yes.
all my gigs, but they never come to them.
Right,
So-
exactly. Well, that's because, and you know, that unfortunately, that's the catch-22 in St. Louis, is that every venue is busy every weekend. So one night, I made I wanted to see how many venues I could get to in one night just to see the bands. That I said I'll be there. I'll be 7 venues I hit one night. Jeez. I barely got a drink out of each one of them. It's like to run in, hear a song, and haul ass, you know, because I got to get across town to wherever, you know. But yeah, it's hard to do that. And other musicians, they're so tired, they don't even want to. They can't even go out and see their friends play.
So you used to be able
Or
to do that
whatever.
on the landing without even getting in your car.
Exactly.
I like that.
Yeah, exactly. And that's, you know, it's good and it's bad. So I mean, I get it. But usually, I mean, it's like just start booking during the week, you know. Not everything has to be played on Friday and Saturday, do they?
Really?
Thursday's not a bad night to go out.
No, it
I'm
isn't.
ready by Thursday.
Yeah, usually it's open jams.
Yeah.
What's the thing with all the open jams all of a sudden? It's like, oh, good Lord, they used to compete against each other.
Yeah, I don't do many of those. Sometimes there's a clique there, you know, and they got all their buddies.
What's
and then
it
if I
say?
show up, they're like, "Okay, we're gonna get one more guy in front of you, one more guy in front of you."
No, I did it different. When I did open jam, anybody who came in the door and you went on the list.
Yeah.
And I've had musicians come in, well-seasoned musicians, friends of mine I've known forever, and they think they walk in the door, I'm going to bump the whole list for them to get up and sing their one song so they can leave. Well, I'm glad you're here. It's 11 o'clock. We'll be here till 12:30. You're on the list. And there was one guy who was in my jam band who his buddy came in, and he's a well-known musician, and he just walked him up on stage and plugged him in. I walked up on stage and unplugged him. I said, "You're on the list. Get off the freaking stage."
That's my girl.
You know, because
Love
it's like, well, here's my argument. It's like jam nights or open jams. There's a lot of people who are they just like to play their 2 or 3 songs they know. They will sit there all night, wait their turn. They'll come in with their wife, girlfriend, brother, sister, whatever, eat some food, have some drinks, watch everybody else get up, do their songs, and they'll stay the rest of the night.
There you go.
That customer's
That's how that
they're going to
works.
stay there all night. Now, that's the only time they're going to play, that once a week, or they'll go to another jam during the week and play there. But they're not full-time musicians, and they like their songs that they like to play, and you know that's the business side of it.
Yeah, they're
And-
supporting too.
Exactly.
Right. I've gone trying
So-
to recruit guitar players or something, or a drummer or something.
Right. And, you know, and I get musicians calling me or texting me, I need a drummer, I need a bass player, I need a guitar player. Go to a jam session and put a band together. That's your best bet. Don't do the audition thing. That just freaks people out. Nobody's going to be the same person in an audition. But if you go to an open jam and the chemistry works, you have a better shot of putting a band together that way versus, because you can see everybody in their natural habitat. Versus going to an audition like, I'm going to screw it up, oh my God, I'm going to make a mess, you know, whatever.
Right.
People,
though-
there's too much pressure on an
Right.
audition.
Another thing with that though is you might have a guitar player that has to play through the house amp that's not really his sound, you know,
Right.
and you're not really getting a good feel for him there because
Right.
he's playing through somebody else's gear.
Right. but I mean, it's just, to me, it just seemed to work out better, you know, just on the flip and no pressure. And
Yeah.
I just, you know, that's just my own personal take on it, just because I've seen it. But yeah, it's open jams are tough because there are the same group of people that go to each one of them. And I used to get yelled at all the time about, you know, not letting people jump the list and not this and not that. I'm like, that's not how it works. It's not fair. That's not fair to anybody, you know. The open jam is not for the house band to play the first hour and then have a couple people come up, you know, and then people get mad and leave because they can't even play their one or two songs they want to play, you know. So it is what it is. You know, everybody has an opinion about it.
Gotta
But-
play fair.
You have to play fair. I mean, that's just the way it is. But anyway, how about another song?
Okay. You want to play me to play, or you want to plug one in?
What do you want to do? If you
I'll
need a
play
break,
one more.
okay,
Is
play
that
one
one?
more,
Right.
and then we can take a quick break, and I'll play. You want to do the Devil in Me, or
Devil,
the?
yeah.
Okay. Hopefully, well, the two fairy tellers. One is the Wave, and one is the MP3. So I don't know which
So
one.
MP3 probably is the right one. Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know. We can look at it on break and, you know, see what the problem was with that. But Devil in Me, I think that's the MP3 play. Okay, so
Okay. We'll
this
look at
song
it.
is
This is a rocker. That's right. So it's tough to play one person alone, but I think you'll get the gist of it. You know, when you're alone, you have to play the rhythmic parts. You have to play drums and everything. So
you
yeah.
don't have
but this-
tracks or all that stuff. Do you use that stuff?
I don't. I respect people that do that, but I don't.
Right.
Hmm? Yeah.
All good.
Don't want to. Yeah. All right. Let's do Fool's Paradise.
Alrighty.
I'm on the road. Paradise. I'm moving slow, because of you, so nice. She said someday, you see me, I'll be richer than God. That was Monday. I've been hearing this all weekend long. So I said, sit there cleaning up your pot of gold. It's draining me until you shovel some coal. Get busy, I'm on the road. My fool's paradise. I'm moving slow, I'm taking it slow, because of you, so nice. Let it go. You might have someone very close to you. They might do something you would never do. First time it happens, it's beyond belief. You best to act and save yourself some grief. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm on the road. To Fool's Paradise. I'm moving slow, because of you, so nice.
one. That'd be a
that's
good
a good
rock
one.
band
Yeah,
song.
it
Good
is.
drummer back there.
Jim Williams says, great job. He says, no brown-eyed girl. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Well, the ones I avoid when I'm doing my winery tours, I won't play Sweet Caroline.
Thank you.
I won't play Country Road. And I won't play Brown Eyed Girls, the third one that I just pretend I don't know it.
Right, there you go. Exactly.
I won't.
For sure.
Yeah, which was your daughter's favorite when she was your brown-eyed girl.
And I played it then.
And she
Don't
did.
sing it to me.
You would always sing it to his brown-eyed girl daughter back in the day.
My, yeah, my daddy used to, he used to sing that to me too, you know, but it's just like, then when I got older, it's like, what is the matter? What?
70,000 times is probably enough.
Exactly, for sure. All right, so tell us about Devil and Me, and then we'll start that off and we'll take a little break.
Okay, that's just a blues ditty. That was the chord progression is just something that I always played when I was warming up because it's not super simple to play and I have to concentrate to do it. So it always made me get warmed up fast and could play some of the more tougher stuff to play on the guitar. And I had to sing and play at the same time in all my bands. And everybody can do that. It's hard to do it. It's hard. You got to focus and separate your brain. So in Devil and Me, that is one where I'm pretty much carrying the rhythm of it on the acoustic guitar. And then when I got the band in there, boy, it just really brought together. It's what the blues drummers call shuffle. It's a blues shuffle.
Oh, very cool.
So it's a simple, calm, light song.
Awesome. Episode 152, SGL Roar, Soldier by Blood, Louis Wood Productions, Aaron Meyer in the house. We'll be right back. First, we're going to listen to a little Devil in Me. Boom. Play. Why is it not playing?
Eyes, your white, bright, luminous eyes, the bloodshot baby, like you've been up for a week. The way you treat me, baby, you bring up the devil in me. Your hair, your long curly wire hair, your curls, baby, I think I might shave them as you sleep. And when you treat me, baby, you bring up the devil in me. The devil in me. Eyes, your white, bright, luminous eyes, the bloodshot baby, like you've been up for a week. The way you treat me, baby, you bring up the devil in me. Your hair, your long curly wire hair, your curls, baby, I think I might shave them as you sleep. And when you treat me, baby, you bring up the devil in me. The devil in me. You bring up the devil in me. The devil in me. You know I never hurt you, baby. That ain't the way I was raised. But you're cheating, you're lying, you're dragging me